To the tribes.
It's just like.
It's probably right behind me, I think.
Oh,
Right.
Yes, Jim,
my shoes match today.
they're nice, you got new shoes. They don't even have any color on their white rubber yet.
But they match, you know.
And
They've got black boot on.
I know, that is their feeling, right?
It's a good feeling, yeah.
Did you wear?
Okay, those boots, I still got a couple.
Can you guys hear me all right? Can you guys hear me okay?
Good morning and
Welcome. First thing we need to do is to approve the agenda. Note, is David online?
yes,
Okay.
I was trying to talk earlier, but I'm hearing. I don't. Type in the three, but it ends up not working.
Supervisor Turner is present via remote access. So take a look.
I'm in Sicily.
Okay, it's really quiet. Emotion by motion, you said.
Ben's moved and second. All those in favor say aye. Aye. Oops. Motion
Aye.
carries.
Okay,
Okay, I need to
we can hear you now.
on the delay. Okay, public comments. Anybody in the public wish to speak to anything?
Oh, better get those, gravel trucks out there early. And I bet they're already out there. Spread them out on these roads.
Pretty muddy.
They're bad. That's just a general statement.
H Avenue is in very good shape for all the traffic.
Yep, I've heard before. I've had two complaints on HF.
No,
That's gonna be a workaround for that bridge that's gonna 30, Highway 30, down to the church needs to be redone.
the E29, you're gonna have one or two bridges repaired this year, is that correct? E29,
Don't know.
what do you think, sir?
I'll have to look.
Okay,
I don't even know. I can't ever remember which ones you.
I know, there's so many.
Van Wall, like, under Van Wall, it was E29.
Well, up, yeah, by Van Wall, Denny Joe still up in that area, yeah.
I mean, on that road.
I think so, yeah.
I have it here.
You don't have it, okay. I just wondered when those were gonna happen, okay.
Those public comments. Discuss and approve the 4/26, 26 meeting minutes.
I'll make that one.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Right.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Oh,
I said aye.
Yep, back there.
Beat up the pigeon.
Yeah.
Beat up the pigeon.
Carrier pigeon is good. All right,
Oh, that's me.
motion carries.
Yeah.
Road project report. Anything
Yeah, we do.
Okay, cool.
They taking off all the winter equipment. I seen them doing that the other day when I drove by. Hauled rock. Blades are out on the roads and then they're working on getting all the winter equipment off the spare stuff and everything else out on rain days and stuff like that.
So that means no more snow then.
I hope so.
Yeah. That
If
don't,
we get it now, it should melt right.
Yeah, true.
yeah.
Well, it is after April 10th, isn't it?
Well, it'll fill in the potholes if it's,
But they've been doing that too. I noticed on some of the blacktops have been out filling the holes and stuff like that, so.
no, if it snows, that'll fill in.
Well,
Depends on how much snow.
Yeah,
hopefully not.
One thing to add on roads, I've been talking with, Nick, our interim guy, and, with 63 gonna be closed between Toledo and 96-63 junction. We know K Avenue is gonna be very highly traveled since that's a straight road, even though there is designated highway detours. So there will be, the DOT will, pay for putting dust control down in front of houses and intersections on K Avenue, that whole stretch. So that'll be very helpful. I know when that project was over in Dyson, when the DOT was doing stuff, there wasn't dust control right away and it got really dangerous. Obviously, it's wet now, so it's not as big of a deal, but I know that's going to be done, which is gonna be huge. The biggest thing though is gonna be making sure the road is in good condition, so, yeah, and I'll be driving at least once a week, so I'll be paying attention to that. We need to make sure that the roads are good, and there's probably, some of that's probably in the Salt Creek one next area, so we wanna make sure that, those roads are prioritized, K Avenue, to get that done, because especially before the dust control goes down, so that's something we need to work on to figure out how to go about that, to prioritize some of these roads.
People on that road already paid for their dust control. Are they gonna get reimbursed?
That's another fair question.
they have in the past.
They
That's
have,
what I was told
who
too.
should they go to?
No, they reimburse, so we pay it
Okay,
if we pay for it, and then the company reimburses it back.
okay. Might be good for the office, just since they know about all of it, to see if there's anybody on that route.
Yeah, I think that they do.
I
Okay,
was at my mother-in-law's over the weekend. She already sent her check in, so I told her, I said, you should get a reimbursement.
yeah,
So,
yeah,
That's the way they did it last year.
yeah.
Yep.
Do you know where the detour is technically supposed to go to?
I think it's 21, go to
Okay.
Dagger, down 21, I
Way.
think, and around, if I remember what the 511 looked like, but, yeah, it's a pretty long detour, but, or, I mean, obviously, there's other ways to go through Gladbrook and down to, so.
Other thing, I had a message from, I forgot to tell you about that. Brett Konachek asking about who do they go to for 410.
Yeah, I'm working on that.
Okay,
You'll go to for what?
410 days. How does that process work?
That's on my agenda today.
Okay. I'll tell them, talk to her
When do they usually start that? Is it,
After the holiday.
after Memorial Day.
okay,
Okay. Anything else on? All right. Discussion of possible action on 2 Windstream Iowa Communication LLC utility. We didn't even ask how David, how the roads are over where he's at. Project.
how much time do we get?
Horrible, and there's no parking.
Okay, thank you, sir. We'll move on.
Not Tama County's problem.
We can Just do both of these at the same time, I assume?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve both these one streams.
Okay,
Communication, utility permits.
good, good move.
I'll
I'll
second it.
second it.
I'll let David have
Almost
that one.
got it.
Okay.
He was delayed. He probably was really in front of me.
Alright, then moved and seconded, discussion. Hearing none. All those in favor say aye. Aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? Okay. Motion will. Next, the Farmers Cooperative Telephone Company utility permit.
I will make a motion, we accept it.
Okay, been moved,
Second.
then seconded. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Next. Sheriff's quarterly report. His is always the very fancy one. Like, balance on hand was 3462.73.
Motion to accept the quarterly report from sheriff.
I'll second it.
And second to accept. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. Reporters quarterly report. The fees collected totaling 34,167.22.
I'll make a motion to approve it.
Okay, it's been moved
I'll second it.
and seconded. Any discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Aye.
Motion carries. Into zoning quarterly report. Zoning slash weed commissioner. It's a detailed account of our hours and trainings and all of those kind of things. Motion to accept that.
I'll make that motion.
Second.
Been moved and seconded. Discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Motion carries. Okay, David, thanks. We'll do the weed commissioner, or excuse me, the resolution 413/2026. Can we kind of read the resolution?
Along with this resolution, we'll also place a notice in the paper, so when the resolution is published, also the notice is published.
Okay. There's a the list of all the noxious weeds that have been approved after we approve them. There we are. Anything significant on that you want to add to, Laura?
It's slightly worded different from last year. I did get some advice from some other weed commissioners for how to word it differently. And then I do have the notice ready to post. It's just the only difference between what you have for the resolution and the notice is that it splits it into groups as far as when they're most likely to seed out and you have to pay attention to them by. So that'll be what I'm getting posted for the notice in the paper and what'll be on the wall. And then the resolution will also get posted, like she said, through your regular resolution obligations.
Have a motion?
I'll make that motion.
Okay.
I'll second.
Motion and second to approve resolution 413/2026. Any discussion?
Just looks like our normal yearly item, so gives Laura the authority to check on complaints and things like that and take care of them, so.
The difference between class A and class B is the time when they're blooming.
No, class A is, required to be eradicated completely, and class B is just required to be controlled. So, the Palmer amaranth, if you have any, it's required to be completely eradicated versus the thistles and the spurge and the others that are listed there, can be
Mowed off.
mowed or sprayed or burned or however you want to do it. They just need to be controlled so that they're not spreading to your neighbors.
I didn't know if that was a different time. They're different times, right? If you can do that.
Right, I have a notice that'll get posted. It's got different times.
May, June.
Yep.
Bert's gonna help me.
Oh, he's pretty busy.
Wrong Kurt.
I think it has an H at that.
Is that all right with you, Kurt?
Hilmer,
Aye.
Turner,
Aye.
Knipple,
I,
Dolan.
Aye.
Kupka.
Aye.
That much will pass. Discussion, action on Salt Creek one, update commissioning plan, wasn't sure what the process for this would be, but we all have it. Assuming this is part of our agreement that that would be updated, and I had third-party independent. I think they have to be a professional engineer that conducts this, and Kimberly is in it. Kimberly's here with us. Thanks for coming in. You guys have any questions? Didn't have just the process. I thought we would just accept it through our meeting and then disperse it to whoever needs it. But had it on file through our meeting, so. Any questions? Forgot in our agreement, was it every year or every 2 years? We need to do that.
Every 3 years.
3 years, I'm sorry.
We agreed to update it right away, for the police, it's first. The new numbers are based on, 2026, estimated costs for all of the construction activities that would be associated with decommissioning. You see an increase in overall cost, labor, specifically, but then there's also an increase in the estimated cost for, reclamation. In the cost balance sheet, the cost of steel, or the value of steel, I should say,
Sure.
is greater this year than it was last year, which are, I guess across the board, all industries. But nonetheless, you do see an increase in the overall cost for the bond, and which is why I do have with me, if you accept it today, can go right over to the auditor's office and have them stamp the bond. $11 million bond.
Okay. No silver and gold in there, huh?
No, nothing for you or me.
All those prices are up.
Right.
Okay. Have a motion to accept.
I'll make that motion.
Second. I'll second it. All those in favor say aye.
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 Oops. Motion carries. Thank you. Explaining that to us and getting it updated. I wasn't sure, was it every year, every 2 years? And then I didn't have time to go back through the agreement, so thank you for doing that. Claims, 2 sheets, so do we want to do it all together?
So we can do the, motion all together, but we'll
Okay.
separate out the totals.
Okay,
And the reason why they're separate is the regular claims, and then for the health account, we paid the county's portion of the life insurance.
okay,
So that's what the health one is, and so from here on out, if there's ever any health ones, so it's separate.
Be separate. Okay, normal claims today, or this week are 218,098.71, $218,098.71. And then on the health side of the claims, it's $99.45.
That a motion?
I motion we accept them. I'll make a motion to accept them.
I'll second it.
And move to second, discussion, all those in favor say aye.
Okay.
Aye.
Motion pass. Any new business on supervisor reports? Anybody have anything that they wish to speak up on?
David does.
Go ahead.
So I received the, I won't say the rebuttal, but answer back to the red lines that we had sent to Ninja One. And I forwarded them the changes to Brent to see if he had any problems with them. I didn't. I read through them. It's kind of hard to see on the phone, but I read through them and it looks like they addressed most everything. Brent, in his comments to me, said that it might be that they don't approve anything, but they did. So I'm pleased that we have that negotiations and they're responding back to us. We didn't get everything we asked for, but I'm pleased that they're responding back to us.
Anybody else have anything?
I was gonna say, Kurt Helmer and I attended Government Day last week, where the seniors come in and the Legion, and they sit and talk to us. We had what, four or five groups roughly, and it was really good conversation, just to educate them on what it's like to be, you know, county worker or supervisor, and kind of what we do, how we're elected, some of the different boards that we have and things that we do. So yeah, it's always a good experience to talk to the kids and look at anything like that, but.
No, it's a nice day. I know I know a couple schools didn't participate, so I'm not sure what direction it's gonna go, but, I mean, we had 4 groups. I bet there's probably at least 10 in each for sure, I would guess. A couple had a little more, but yeah. Not always the most interesting, the faces aren't seem too interested in what we have to say, but some of them nice when they are involved, and each group had a couple, so. And then, they had another meeting for the Board of Health, which just continues to be a drama. I don't know what direction we're still going for sure, but, Stacy accepted another job. So it's really not good news for us. I don't think we wanted to hear that, but you can't blame her. I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do for your own well-being. I know the board does not want them to decertify, but I think a couple of nurses that are gonna be left over want to. So, and I had to leave the meeting. I had to go to work, so, I don't know what happened there for sure, but I think we'll just let it play out and see what their board wants to do and let them come back to us, so.
Put that on the agenda for next week. If they decertify, that completely eliminates the offer that we had last week, because it's bringing in Medicaid and Medicare dollars.
It's, you know, it's a obviously a complicated, long scenario, but
We can still levy it that way, but as far as what we're going to allocate to them is gonna be dependent on if they're certified or not.
right. At some point in time, some of the nurses started putting on that they weren't taking clients and and that kind of shot them in the foot because now their clientele down. So that money on the revenue is not near as high as it was gonna be, and it's, I don't know, so just wait and see what happens, I guess. I know I told Richard at church yesterday that, you know, I felt really good after our Monday meeting, you know, thought everything was great, going all right, and then they had that meeting and I felt about like this again, so I don't.
Yeah, I get it.
It's just, I high-low deal, I don't know.
Well, they need to work it out, but it'd be good to have that information so that they're transparent. on what they're doing. Yes, anything? Anything? What do you? Is Jacob on there?
Jacob is on.
Jacob, you have anything to say? You get it?
I think he's unmuted now. Looks like.
Public health, can you hear me?
Yeah,
I do not have.
Think of
what was
that.
this question?
If he does not.
He does not.
Oh, you did not? Okay.
I have a question for Jacob. Jacob, this is David. Where are we on the eventide replacement?
On the
Going
what?
to install it on Wednesday. So they're gonna install it, at least the hardware. And then they're going to be doing some testing with the new system before we officially cut over to that, before we take the old one out of service, because they gotta figure out some things with the licensing with the phone system that we've got.
Okay, and that's this Wednesday?
Yep, this Wednesday, they'll be here at 9:30.
Okay, I will probably be on the west coast of Sicily. Just send me a text message with it's working or it's not.
Okay, I'll let you know.
Thank you.
It could have been an email, David. Jacob,
I'm
is
taking
anything
pictures.
special this week?
And I will tell you that my wife said, if anybody complains about the roads in Tama County, they need to come to Sicily and try driving. It is very fun. I'll tell you more when I get back.
Really done
I think we should go check it out.
it. Take a work through.
Right, that, it sounded like he was suggesting that, so it would be a work trip.
Don't even bring it up, not even going to.
Or you write it down right now.
I'm out of this, I'm okay, I'm
After
okay.
work is heading to Sicily. Oh.
Jacob, are you still there?
I'll stay here.
Yes, I'm still here.
Is there anything special going on this week?
Anything special going on this week for us? It's National Public Safety Telecommunicator Week.
Okay,
So we are honoring the dispatchers. I apologize if I wasn't really sure what you guys were referencing me for.
sorry, yeah.
Because it went from public health, and then I got asked if I had comments, and I'm like, I don't.
Oh,
But
my apologies.
so maybe I missed something. I'm in the car, so I apologize. But yeah, it's dispatcher week. So we are just, I mean, obviously it's business as usual, but we've got lots of goodies down in dispatch and just lots of thanks going around. So if you see the dispatchers or hear them or whatnot, feel free to give them a thank you. It's the one time a year that we really get the recognition I feel they deserve, and trying to make it to where everybody kind of understands. And, you know, dispatch is usually kind of forgotten just because we're hidden away in a basement somewhere. But this week is the week where it's all about us, the heartbeat of Tama County Public Safety. So, yeah, fun week ahead.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you,
Thank you.
Jacob, and all the dispatchers for all of what they do. Keep
Thank you.
everybody safe. There's a lot that goes along with it.
Yeah, thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Other public comments?
I have something to say.
Okay.
We had a monumental birthday yesterday.
Friday.
Friday.
Okay, thanks.
Monumental.
40.
It needs to be part of 40.
40.
40, I can tell it wasn't you, I can tell who it wasn't. but-
I would say, is anybody who remembers 40?
Thank you.
Happy birthday, sir.
I do have one thing,
Yeah.
wanted to bring it up. The chamber is sponsoring a study called the Downtown Assessment.
So in November, some professionals from Des Moines and from the Iowa Economic Development Authority will be touring 5 small communities, so Tama, Toledo, Traer, Dyser, and Gladbrook. And a part of that assessment is they make like a 60-page report for the county. And it kind of gives ideas for our towns to develop their downtown areas, spaces. Sometimes they're $500 ideas, making a sign, or maybe even improving your sign when you go into your town. And sometimes they're $200,000 ideas with they bring artists and architects and renderers and stuff. This kind of process usually costs like $15,000, but through our relationship with the Iowa Economic Development Authority, it's like $2,500. And so the chamber is gonna pay for that. And that's out of the chamber that comes from a stance where, John and I believe that was like our commitment to the county to say, hey, we're trying to commit a project like this. So I just think it's something good. So I'll be referencing that at a later meeting, trying to get support from residents to attend, because it's like literally a walk. And they want to meet people and ask questions. And so the more supportive and involved everybody is, this is that time where it's like, people want to say, why do they never do anything with downtown? Those are the people we need to be talking to, these people, and giving them ideas so that they can come up with some ideas for us.
Okay, perfect.
And I'll say it's for the cities, but for the better part of the whole county.
Yep. That'll be,
I'm very excited. So.
that was one of the things that we were pretty excited about when we joined with you guys. And so it's the downtown areas and quality of living for people who still want to live in the small towns. We need to make sure that we're offering whatever we can. Of course, it's outside of our boundary jurisdiction and all that, but we do have an interest in making sure that all of the small towns are doing well for our tax base as well.
Definitely.
So it was Tama, Toledo, Gladbrook, Traer, and
Dyser. Basically, it's the 5 cities with somewhat of downtown presence.
okay,
And they only usually go up to 5.
okay, Thank you.
Because it's a time thing.
Yep. Gotcha.
And thank you, Jake, for your guys' work to get Gladbrook included, in that as well. I know it's something that they're smaller, really small, but it's good to include them. They have some good things to offer.
Yeah,
so.
I'll be presenting that to them at their council meeting tonight at 7.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Good here.
I'll make that motion.
Good. Moved and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carried. While we were waiting for David, it went to 9:01, so.
I did say aye.
Or not that clock.
Okay, we're good. All right.
Whose district would the